Alright. So, I looked up Claymen, and I think I prefer terracotta warriors, actually. Although, I'm kind of running out of fire gems, and I have a ton of water gems, so make what you can. So, dragon teeth are actually really good. I looked that one up, too, and I was impressed by the soldiers, but it's a combat spell, so I don't get to keep them. Anyway, this is the big thing. Construction. Ice brick tower. Oh, you found a water one. You're supposed to be finding nature. Dolmen? I don't know what that is. Oh, cool. Another boiling bog. There seem to be a lot of those. Anyway, we got some good sight finding. I'll need to find out what that is. We got some blood. Not as busy a turn as... Oh, he managed a counterattack. Oh my gosh, this is a recruit 4 unit. Oh, you poor thing. Nothing happened. No one died, but he ran away, so he lost the unit. That is sad. Uh-oh. Let me adjust a couple of things. Where is he? Huh? What happened? He must have made some kind of mistake, some kind of misclick or something. Unless there's something I don't understand. Because that runaway should have cost him the unit, and he wouldn't throw that away, would he? Unless he can't afford maintenance cost, maybe, and he needed to just destroy a unit? I don't know, that was weird. Alright, anyway. Oh, cool. Again, there's definitely something going on eating my domain everywhere, and I need my dominion to be up because my scales are important. We're still dealing with darkness. Aside from battles, does that have any other effects? Alright, we're hitting the fort in the oh, good. Hey! Somebody didn't attack me. Didn't accidentally... Oh, right. Atlantis is like, oh no, it was totally an accidental bump. You couldn't see my arm. I don't believe it. Ah, well, but planting my flag there was deliberate. This is part of the spoils of my war. He said something to those effects to me, and I'm like, uh-huh. Alright. And we breached that one, well, obviously. Oh, great. Oh, hello. It's been a while since we got a famous hero. Who just became famous? The mirthful monolith. Daftness? Oh no, he hurt his leadership. Okay, his magic resistance is up. His morale is up. What else did they say? His attack skill is up. Okay, that's pretty nice. Not by much. But nobody wants to work for him anymore. Did you even make it? He made it to the Hall of Fame somehow. Well, he has been fighting in a lot of fights. A lot of fights. Still, I'm surprised. I don't have heroism, and yet I wonder what this would look like if he wasn't there. Okay. Alright. This is where that attack just happened. That's a huge find. Let's see. You can go here. You two can go there. Okay. You are going to construct palisades here. Alright. have to figure out a few other units in other places. However, somebody needs to construct one here as well. I see, I'll go through here. We're going to hit this next. It's going to be dangerous, it's going to be awful. It's going to be fine. Yeah, we should switch from tempered armor to the other one. The bigger one! I can't wait to check out all that we can craft. Alright, so here... Okay. So... Oh my gosh, these unrest values. We're going to have to do something about them. We'll see what we can do. We have to manage all this new land. Alright, this tile is going to need a fort. I'm tempted to just have one of these guys start constructing it now, but... You know, that's not the worst idea. I mean, they could be doing other useful work, but... No. Oh shit, you can't hire your own... Okay, hold on. You know what? You and your legendary daftness. You will be the one to construct a fort there. The Daft Fort. Alright, our incomes are spectacular. Alright, we're gonna have to do many things. You're all heading upstairs. We've got the birds here, too. Alright. Look at this place. So this one is the Spring Throne. It comes with a little silver mine, a mercury pond. This goes with good stuff. This one only has a magma cave. I don't actually want Throne of Dreams. So, instead of attacking for the thrones, I know you've had this for a while. Instead of going for the thrones, you chose another fort on my border. Interesting priorities. You're not taking Ulm or the thrones. You're clearing this border. And you're building temples. No, you're not. No, you haven't conquered these forts yet. Those are his temples. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Those are his temples. That said... I wonder what alchemists are. Alright. So, yeah, you must have really bad scales. I figure that's why he's left Airmore alive, is to keep Airmore scales over this, because he probably doesn't want his scales. Even here in this sea, you'll see my scales have been getting in the water. He is deliberately not using his scales, and I don't know what his scales are, but I don't blame him. He was almost definitely an awake pretender, and he had a strong blessing. So it makes perfect sense why. Yeah, that's, I think, 1, 3... I don't know how much this one costs. Let's call it 2. I don't know. That's 5. This is expensive, and this is very expensive. Okay, I don't know how much they cost. I don't know. Let's call them 8 and 8, maybe. Let's call it a 20-point bless. Ish. I'm probably not too far off from the reality of it. I might be overestimating the price a little. Yeah, his scales must be awful. I have really good scales, because I'm playing scales! I wish I had fortune, but... oh well. Yeah, here are my scales. Sorry, that was Muspelheim's scales. He's got turmoil. He has a much stronger blessing than I do, but honestly, his scales aren't bad. Considering that he got a very good blessing, I think his scales actually turned out fairly well. Okay, alright. I don't really have anything else to fight. The only decision that needs to be made is how many are invading and how many are heading up. I don't know what he's got in here. Do you think I need swords of sharpness for it? I don't know. But we'll send these on up. This one can go up. This one's already going up. I don't think I need you here. I'll tweak their combat scripts and such, but, I think you lot are plenty to storm this castle. I can't see what's in it, but we have a lot of units. Well, I would hate to underestimate things and get hurt. I could add 2 of these. 2 swords of sharpness hitting at a 40, just in case there's something weird in there. I'll think about it. I'm probably just going to stick to this. Anyway, we have a whole lot of very dangerous assassins that are going to be up here. We've got a whole bunch of moo cows, but their milk is, well, you don't want to drink their milk. It's not what you want hitting you. Nope. So, wait, you have a chest? You have a chest? What's the chest? Okay, whatever. Anyway, chest wound. Weird. Alright, the eldest dwarf. Yeah, I suppose it's possible that he has no money to sustain his army. He has 1 fort here. Don't know what's up with this blank one. He's got 3 forts here, 2 of which are sieged. Yeah, basically this isn't connected to anything. He only has the income of his capital right now, I think. So if he doesn't get into a fight, like, in the next turn, this army is going to start disappearing on him from lack of money. Okay, now for the fun part. We have... Let's start with what can wind forge for me. Alright, right off the bat, even a wind 1 could get me a spear. It shocks the enemy a little bit and gives you a little shock resistance. Okay, they're not all super impressive, but there'll be some good stuff in here. Okay, here we go. Chain shock. Armor negating chain lightning. Okay, this is the real deal. The other one was the cheap knockoff. This is the real, for just 3 air gems, since I have a hammer, I could forge one of these bad boys. I mean, I kinda like it. Alright, what is this? The Thunder Bow. Ooh, this one's more expensive. Will affect both rider and mount. If you hit somebody, you'll hit them and their mount too. I think that's what it's telling me. Oh, wow. It exhausts you to use it. It says it does 0 damage. And I know that can't be right. And then it does an extra maximum 1 point of damage AoE. Okay, strength. Strength. Your strength is how much damage it does. Usually bows are half strength. So, on a character with 20 strength, this would be 10 lightning damage. I mean, I could try to min-max warriors with a bunch of strength ups. It's possible this could be a good thing, but I have a feeling someone would just put up lightning wards if I tried to build around it. Interesting, though. Oh ho! Okay, this is important. I need air 4 to forge this. This is important. Okay. Copper plate. This one's pretty cool. This one shocks the enemy when they hit you for 20 electric. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know that I'd ever use it, but I like it. Winged shoes. Fly speed of 20. Doesn't say anything about map move. Let's see. Storm spool. Ooh, I like the dancing trident. Pills of water breathing could be important. Bag of winds gives you an air elemental and a temporary air gem in every fight. I mean, it's not terrible. Break walls and cast panic. Okay, this I might need to make a couple of these. This might be a very important item for us. This can transport troops. And a second air booster, but this one's very expensive. Alright, we have air helmets, but I need an air 4 to craft it. Now that is going to be tricky. I do have an air cyclops, so this guy's already at the equivalent of air 2. If I empowered him twice, he could make the hat. And then with the hat, he could then make the other thing. But is it... that price. Oof, man. Even the helmet is kind of expensive. The air boosters are really expensive. I might need them later. We probably will find ourselves making them later. Alright, we got earth and fire. Let's consider that. It's good. I could make a bunch of these. I could make a whole bunch of these with eyes of aiming and just have a bunch of guys spewing fireballs into my enemies. This holy pyre. Oh. Okay, yeah, you'll have a problem with undead and demons? Yeah, purifying fire. Oh, my giants could have a weapon that just does double damage against anyone smaller than them. Okay, okay. I have a fascination with the crossbows in this game. This one is making 2 attacks, very accurate, very long range. So, 15 magic damage plus some strength, twice a round. 12 armor negating every other round. I mean, technically, this is the superior weapon, but I think armor negating is the whole point of the crossbow. I mean, this one's just an anti-demon weapon, so this one gets a pass, but as cool as this is, I think this is better. I think this is the better one. Because if I'm using crossbows, if I'm making them, it's because I have a problem. Not because I want to just spew a whole bunch of arrows. I mean, this is... I mean, having a bunch of guys just doing this would be pretty good against generic troops. It would be amazing against generic troops, but... Alright. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, cool. How much is it reduced by for me? 20%. That's 2 gems off. So, this is a fire resistance shield. This is a bit better than the ones my troops have, actually. Quite a bit better. So we could spit out these if we want them, and they're nice. This one comes with a fire shield. I mean, it comes with a fire shield. That's why you'd make it. Anyway, this is an interesting one. The cost reduction makes me contemplate it, actually. Up till now, I've been using this 2392. This is lighter and has essentially the same stats, plus fire resistance and a discount. So, these should be my go-to shield from now on. Alright, we have a broom on our hat. Oh, very inspirational. I mean, I might actually have use for this. It's probably a good item to have. Morale can be, can decide battles. Reinvigoration -3! But it's a fire booster. I'm going to need these. But it's very expensive. Alright, what do we got on this row? An air shield armor. This one comes with a little reinvigoration. This one comes with a little more. This one's actually pretty nice. This is a good armor. Item reduced. Okay, this is a real armor here. Let me see. 20, -3, 4. You're giving up some protection and paying some extra fire, but you're getting resistances and 2 hit points. I dislike the loss of protection, but it's pretty good. This is probably my new default armor. When I want to go for a heavy armor, I'll probably pull this out. Alright, finally. Well, actually, finally will be the next category. Over, okay. Strength and fire resist. Cool. Earth boost. Oh, look at how cheap it is. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of those. Stone skin boots. This one's interesting. I could see putting this on some of my guys that need a little prot. The earth boots, they're fairly inexpensive. I probably need a bunch of these. It's going to be quite the chore to figure out what to craft in the next few turns. Alright, we have Explode When You Die. We have, I guess Earth and, Fire don't have a lot of miscellaneous items at this level. This is pretty freaking good. This is a miscellaneous item that becomes a shield with a 50% chance of blocking. That's a pretty good item. And this is a really good item. Okay. Alright. But we're not done yet. There's still more items we could forge. So, you can't do anything because you're not good at crafting. I need to see... I need one of my nature mages to show me what the nature stuff can do. Alright, well we have Zots that can show me, you can show me the blood and death options. Okay, we have a Flesh Eater. Berserker. That causes chest wounds. This is very, very inexpensive. I can just make axes that make my guys berserk. Berserk 3 isn't bad. Heart Finding! Extra effect on hit. You die. Magic resistance negates. Most of the terrible things you'd want to insta-kill have magic resist, so... Okay, this is pretty good. I notice it does not say anything about negating. No magic resist negates. All it says is you have to be able to wound them. So, potentially... Ooh, 2 attacks. If I gave this to my assassins and they went up against something, they'd have enough strength to get the bonks in and do a little damage, and each bonk would cost 10 fatigue off the enemy. Theoretical. I would have to consider. Might be good. Does it have a big brother? No, it does not have a big brother. We have a skull staff. I'll need to make some of those. Partial life drain. Well, that's nice. Would have rather had a better darkness star. Okay, I'm going to probably need to empower Azot and start making skull staves. That's probably what we're going to do. The horror helm. Oh, this is a great one. We don't really... Armor of Souls. Okay, yeah, I'd have to have Blood Magic 5. This isn't even a thing I can consider right now. Oh. Nope, can't use that. Need this. Okay, we're definitely empowering Azot and making some of those, things, those death boosters, so we can make this. Need this. Need them a lot. Oh, this is that horrible thing. Oh! Yeah, we need to make these, actually. Actually, we have to... There's another blood booster, but again, it's expensive. Ooh, look at this guy. Reinvig 10. Oh, Reinvig 10. Lifelong protection. Tainted. Units will be summoned every round. The summoning rate will start to dissipate after 25 rounds of battle. So you put this on an assassin, and for 25 turns he's spewing imps all over you. Give the assassin a crossbow. Boom. Need blood 2 to make. That could be done. Alright, we need to make... Either we're going to keep pushing... So now that we're at this point, we have to consider... Either we're going to continue producing... Either we're going to continue empowering Zots and making dowsing rods for them, and making the blood hunting accelerate, or we're going to stop with what we've got and turn all of my current empowered Zots into a sweatshop for producing blood items. Useful blood items. I want to play the long game. There might not be a long game. I want to play the long game. I'm going to make sanguine dowsing rods and use those on my Zots. Yeah. Forge magic. Oh no! You don't have one! Well, sooner or later, you're gonna need a lab. For now, I'm just gonna have you blood hunt. We'll get a lab in there soon. We have a lot of things we need to do. We need to move all of our priests out. We're gonna need to start making temples everywhere. We definitely need these monks. These nuns. We got a lot of disease to cure. Oh, right. What is this? Oh, it's just an earth. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Keep up the good work. Alright, you have done your job here. Please move. Okay. You've done your thing. You're gonna go here and you're gonna start making undead to patrol this place. It's amazing the unrest has stayed down, but fall is coming. So you're gonna need to do that. All the priests need to be moved. A lot of things need to happen. Once I start on this one, all of the forts will be under construction. I'm gonna probably want to hire some more priests. Contemplating. Oh yeah, water. Do I have any of my guys with water? I didn't have nature. I think all my guys who have water are moving around places. Oh, wait. No, you don't have one. The lab's over here. Curses. Well, this one is heading that way. We're probably going to want to make some of these nature boosters next. So once you get there, we can see what water and nature have to offer. Good job on finding the ice brick tower. Nobody could find the giant tower of ice in the middle of that territory, huh? Let's see. Well, anyway. Searching for magic sites is fun, but we have other matters to attend to. Alright, so... 408? That's not nearly good enough. Alright, so you guys are producing those. You guys are producing those. You're also producing those. If Ulm disappears, these scales are going to go with him. That would be unfortunate. But moving all the way down to here would take a bit too long, so... Oh, shit. This already is here. I guess you can go there. Okay, you're going that way. Okay, alright. Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything else to really say. It's gonna be me fussing with a lot of little things now. I've got all these quills to put in and other stuff to put down. Yeah, it's mostly coming down to what's going on with this guy. Oh, he's got territory over there, too. I mean, he could just jump over and strike me. I'll wait till see what that does before I try to take the second forest back. There's no rush. It's a nice little province, but it's not anything important. As much as I like the wind. Alright. And it looks like he stamped Ulm out all along here. Very quick. I guess... I don't know what to do with you right now. You'd make an interesting site searcher, I guess. I mean, you can't really research. Not really. And you can't really craft anything at all, so, what do I do with you? I guess you just wander about, searching. Oh, there you go. You go over there, search that. I'll have the lion search these, so he'll feel like he's done something. I don't know. His age is over. He's continued conquering for a very, very long time. Honestly, the window during which he was useful was shockingly long. Alright, so these guys are probably going to end up starting being dumped in researching. Now, they're bad at that, but they can still hold an owl quill or something. Yeah, okay. I need more air. I have so much water right now. Something I am thinking about is empowering with death and with nature. And specifically, we probably should stop hiring these and start hiring something else. We never got anybody with any randoms on them, but we pretty much got what we wanted out of them. We searched for death everywhere. They're not gonna be terribly useful for anything else. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop that and hire these. Glad to have these, though. They're great. I think I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna empower you in death. And you are gonna be used to craft the death boosters. And then... oh, look at this. You could make a behemoth. Doesn't that sound good? But I'm probably gonna revive rights. I'll make a king to lead them. I'll probably just distribute rights among all my fortresses, because I believe they have a cold aura and pretty good stats, which they better. 5 for 20? That's oof. But I'm getting like 16 death gems a day. So, yeah, let's empower you in death. Let's make some death boosters. And we can just start producing some undead to help hold my forts. Yeah, we're gonna want those. Next thing. We're gonna need to upgrade. I have some nice little forts here and there that need upgrading. Okay, I have another one here, another one there, and there. So we got 3 more we need to upgrade, 1 more we need to construct next turn. We have some other places we might want to... look at this population. We have some other places we might want to add forts to. Before we can use this, though, we got to get those nuns. He's on his way. And as for my other clerics, they all need to be standing on tiles, which do not yet have temples. So let's see, there's 1 tile there. Okay, hold on. Actually, no, you're going to go this way. Yes, we can have temples begin spreading again. I'm actually surprised at how few of my temples got burned. I was able to shut down the stuff pretty quick. But mostly, I don't think that was me. Mostly, I think that was just him not targeting me. Interestingly, I can use these guys to build, I can use these guys to construct labs as well as temples. And I'm very likely to do so. Okay. I had some places. I know I had some places. Okay, you're going to be producing those. Hello. This is my first Wind Archon. We finally got one. We finally got one. Oh, yeah. He can call of the winds. He can cloud trapeze. In battle, he can do air-related things. This is the first time we got one of those. I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. And in 2 turns, we're going to have the Watcher. I need trade winds. I need trade winds on all my coastal towns. How am I going to get to Air 4? This is a problem. I need to look up the gargoyles. I don't know what they look like. But they're a thing that I might make. I don't know what the Pale Riders are either. Are those just long dead? Oh, those are just long dead horsemen. Oh, okay. I mean, there's a good number of them at least. He's probably going to spend most of his time making these. Unfortunately, I really need those wind boosters now. Are they worth doing? This would cost 45 to empower you. 25. But I'd have to be at Air 4 to do it. The highest I have is Air 2. I need to go up 2 steps before I can forge the helmets. You know, the guy who goes up 2 would then be capable of casting trade winds. The boosters would be enough to make 2 of my guys capable of making watchers. Only 2? It was 4 for the lower level precision boosts. Anyway, I mean, if it affects the entire battlefield, it's good. So in 2 turns, we'll have options that we can't actually use. But it's only a step on the way down here anyway. This is where there's a lot of good stuff down here. So this costs 100 fatigue, but you only need 2 to cast it. Seems good. And earth boots are cheap. And can be transported on the fly to any place. So if I'm being invaded and I have a lab there, any Earth 1 guy could suddenly put on a pair of boots and cast this. He'd be able to get it off like twice. Well, he could cast summon Earth power, and then, yeah, he'd be able to cast it a few times. I could give him Earth gems, and then he could cast it even more times. Yeah, I'm very, very glad to see you, buddy, but I really, really need air gems now. Powering you up in air wouldn't really help that much. Well, I really wish I knew. I really wish I knew what, I'm gonna push you here. Next turn, we'll find out what water and nature can do for us. I need those death research items, though. We're probably gonna end up just printing a bunch of those. Probably both of these Zots. I'll make 1 thing, and then every turn I can make 2 of them. And that'll probably be my entire death income for a while. It will just be producing those skulls. But, you know, it should dramatically increase our research speed. Right now, we could bring any of these up to 4 in basically 1 round. If I find there's a reason to. Want 30 shade beasts for 15? It's not the worst deal you could get. I don't know. Yeah, Alt 4 would end up giving me temper flesh, so this one would be actually fairly good. Alt 4, definitely worth considering. Evo 4. You know, we got some options here for different things we could do. The Blade Wind might be a really big deal. It could be, depending on what I was up against. And there's Thaumaturgy, which we're going to take to 7 someday. I want Dark Skies. Another reason to bring a guy to 4 wind and then make the helmets. That would give me access to Dark Skies, which seems very good. Just looking at 7 for a second. Lion Sentinels gives you order. Don't know how good it is at fighting. This would be real cool, but I'm just doubt I'm gonna go for it right now. Oh, these are difficult to, The pathing is so high on this stuff, it becomes difficult for me to reach a lot of it. No, I don't think I need... This stuff is so cool. I think we can stick to 6 and then jump over to Thaumaturgy. Or pick something else, depending. So it's going to end up costing me about 5 turns, and I'll have Enchant 6. In about 5 turns, I should be ready to... Nope, I won't have 6 fire yet. Well, okay. Then I'll just have to be ready to, Earth 5 I can do. And this is what I want the most. I really want this. I need to build a lot of temples, and we need to get our dominions way up. Because this... I also want the Gift of Health. This is very hard. This is very, very hard. But I have a lot of afflictions, and could you imagine having plus 100% hit points on my giants? This is a big, big ask. I've suddenly got this huge nature income. But not that huge. Maybe I can trade for a lot of nature gems. I don't know. Anyway, in a couple of turns, I will finally have achieved the dream. Anyway, this is all my worries. Up here. You are a bloated empire that needs to consolidate your gains. You have not been building fortresses, you have not been building temples, you have not been building labs that I know of. Your scales are probably terrible. You have no infrastructure. You've been doing nothing but hire troops this whole time, right? So... I can see a couple of his temples. Very few. Yeah. He probably did just 5 of them to get himself an extra candle to hire Sigurds with. Even now, these aren't armies. If these 4 units died, what could you do, honestly? How many more of them do you have? I'm sure you've got a bunch, but I also know for a fact that you lost a bunch of them. I don't think he's as dangerous as he appears. I don't think he's as dangerous as he actually appears, personally. He's still the most dangerous player in the game. That's not me. I have no idea what I'm doing, so how dangerous I am is an open question. All I know is I'm going to focus on research and try to get some globals up, and it's going to require me to have a lot of gems. Because I'm going to have to craft some boosters and make some enhancement items. Do some empowering. We're going to want to do our new enchantment spells here. We're just going to have to fort this up and get some nuns into it because the Well of Pestilence. One elixir of life just wasn't enough. We need more. One of my goals is to get my defenses up everywhere. And so let's talk about globals for 1 second before I end for now. Whoops, don't do that. Okay, globals that I'm after. Riches Beneath, Eternal Pyre would both be great. I really want this one the most. Okay? So those would be good. I'll have to look up some different things and find out what they are. But anyway, so those two are both here at enchantment. I can afford them. So they're not they're in my paths. So those are easy for me to do. Okay. I would very much like... You probably would think I'd want the Forge of the Ancients, and I'll admit I do. It would make my job a heck of a lot easier if I had Forge of the Ancients. The Brass Bulls might be of some use too. I'm not sure. They can't heal, and they're more of a trampler, but they have really good resistances, and they might be useful to me. I want Mechanical Militia as my third. If I could have it, this would be good. I think. Forge would be really nice, though. And finally, we have Thaumaturgy. Gigantomania and Dark Skies. And that's a full 5. Purgatory would be, if I found myself at war with Lanka, I would need Purgatory. This would make it very hard on Lanka. He'd still have all of his demons, of course, but the undead are a crucial component of his army. But this one, oh my gosh. It doesn't affect this cave, which hurts quite a bit, but everything on the surface, including those 2 thrones, I mean, imagine 10 morale off your troops. Oh man, that would be tough, wouldn't it? I want Purgatory. And it's basically on the way of the direction I'm going anyway. But there's a 6th one that we were just looking at a second ago. No, it was under... I think it's under Enchantment 7. Right? Gift of Health would be absolutely dynamite. I just don't see how I can get myself to Nature 6. If I thought I could do it, I would. Because the Tree Lords would also be pretty good. I think. I don't know if they can be moved around the map any. But even if they can't, we've got fungal forests we can drop them in, and they could be a component for defending some of my areas. Some of these. Even if it was only a few of them, it would still be... It produces supplies, and it can cast magic, and it can just be very good. It would be a very good thing to have in certain fortresses. Even if there's only a few that qualify. It would be nice. So it's not not bad at all, and we've got a discount on enchantment spells anyway. So, you know, it's ranged. I don't know. I think it would be a great idea. But again, I don't have the kind of nature income to support this kind of thing. Even though I've got a bunch of nature searchers going through the territory up above, and they're going to get down here and search through all this, I don't think I'll have that kind of income anytime soon. Yeah. I really don't. Weird that you're an air and not a nature. I appreciate it, though. I need air. I need so much air. Oh, alright then. Time for me to do all the fussy work now.